Good morning, everyone. I would like to call this meeting of the Public Accounts Committee to order and welcome everyone in attendance. My name is Irfan Sabir, the MLA for Calgary Buller-McCall and chair of the committee. I would invite members, guests, and LAO staff at the table to introduce themselves.
Garth Rosal, MLA, Vermilion, Lloydminster, Wainwright.
Morning, everyone. Brandon Lunty, MLA, Leduc, Beaumont.
Good morning, everyone. Patty Hayes, Assistant Auditor General.
Hello, everyone. Dej Deal. I'm an engagement leader with the Auditor General's Office.
Ani Govindarajan, Parliamentary Counsel.
Good morning, everyone. Nancy Robert, Clerk of Journals and Committees.
Good morning, Warren Huffman, Committee Clerk.
That's it for the room.
It is, yeah.
We will now go to those joining us online. Please introduce yourself as I call your name. MLA Marlon Schmidt.
Marlon Schmidt, Edmonton Gold Bar.
MLA Marie Renault.
Marie Renault, St. Albert.
MLA Jackie Lovely.
Good morning, MLA Jackie Lovely from the Camrose constituency.
MLA Tara Sawyer.
Good morning, Tara Sawyer for Old Didsbury Three Hills, filling in for Minister Miles McDougall.
MLA Jennifer Johnson.
MLA Jennifer Johnson, Lacombe Pinoka.
MLA Chantal Dijon.
Good morning, Emily Chantal de Jong, Chestermere Strathmore.
MLA Court Ellingson.
Good morning, MLA Court Ellingson, Calgary Foothills.
Thank you. I will note for the record the following substitutions: Miss Lovely for Honorable Miss Armstrong Hamneck and Miss Sawyer for Honorable Mr. McDougall. A few housekeeping items to address before we turn to the business at hand. Please note that the microphones are operated by Hansard staff. Committee proceedings are live streamed on the internet and broadcast on Assembly TV. The audio and video stream and transcripts of meeting can be accessed via the Legislative Assembly website. Those participating by video conference are encouraged to please turn on your camera while speaking and mute your microphone when not speaking. Members participating virtually who wish to be placed on a speaker list are asked to email or send a message to committee clerk. They could also use raise hand function, and members in the room are asked to please signal to the chair or the clerk. Please set your cell phone and other devices to silent for the duration of the meeting, and comments should flow through the chair at all times. Next, we have approval of agenda. Honorable members, are there any changes or additions to the agenda? Seeing none, would a member like to move that the Standing Committee on Public Accounts approve the proposed agenda as distributed for its October 21, 2025 meeting?
I'll move.
Yeah, any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor in room? Any opposed in the room? All in favor joining us online?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion is carried. We also have draft minutes from the October 14, 2025 meeting of the committee. Do members have any errors or omissions to note? Seeing none, would a member like to move that the Standing Committee on Public Accounts approve the minutes as distributed of its meeting held on October 14, 2025?
I'll move.
Thank you. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor in the room?
I think it's up there, so. Aye.
Anyone opposed in the room? Those joining us online, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion is carried. Now we have a review of process to assess and manage the condition of affordable housing report on the agenda. And at our last meeting, the committee reviewed the Auditor General's process to assess and manage the condition of affordable housing audit report. Today, we are here to deliberate on any recommendation the committee would like to make to the Assembly. As member may know, Standing Order 53 sub 2 states that the government shall respond to a report of the Public Account Committee within 150 days of the date on which the committee reports. With that, I will open the floor for discussion and any motions relating to the Auditor General's Affordable Housing Report that committee wish to make. Member Marlon Schmidt.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I do have a motion that I would like to introduce, and I believe that Parliamentary Council has a copy of that, if they could bring that up on the screen.
Sorry, which motion? Could you start reading and I can post
Okay,
it?
yeah. Thanks, Warren. So I move that the Standing Committee on Public Accounts urge the Ministry of Assisted Living and Social Services to implement all of the recommendations arising from the Auditor General's process to assist and manage the condition of affordable housing report by the end of the 25-26 fiscal year, and report back to the committee on the implementation of those recommendations prior to August of 2026.
I'm just getting that posted right now.
Can all members see the motion? Yeah. Go ahead, Emily Schmidt.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair. And I'm bringing forward this motion because when we met with Assisted Living and Social Services to discuss the Auditor General's report on affordable housing, it was quite clear that they have at least started a bunch of the work that the Auditor General had recommended that the department do. The problem is that they don't seem to be intent on finishing it. We heard about several different reviews and interim measures that are in place to allocate capital maintenance and renewal dollars and assess facility conditions. It seems, my impression from the discussion with the department is that they have everything that they need in place to meet the auditor's recommendations relatively quickly, much more quickly than the timeline that they've recommended of the end of March of 2027. And they just need to get on with it. And I think it's the proper role of this committee to push the department to do what it's going to say to do what it says it's going to do, but in a much more rapid fashion. The Auditor General in their report and in their media release indicated that this is a significant, or could be a significant, health and safety risk to the people who inhabit the affordable housing that the province owns. And we cannot wait for the department to implement these recommendations by 2027. There's too much at stake in terms of health and human safety, and that's why I'm bringing forward this motion.
Thank you, Member Schmidt. Is there anybody else wants to weigh in?
Yeah, I'll have a chat. I was just, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, after reflection of discussions October 14th, and a thorough review of the department's status report and outstanding recommendations, it's pretty clear that substantial progress is going on, and that they've accepted all the recommendations, and the Auditor General has accepted that they're moving forward on those recommendations. So I think we, given that momentum, I think there's no further recommendations are necessary at this time.
Thank you, Member Rosewell. Is there anyone else wishing to speak? Member Schmidt.
Yeah, if I could just respond to Mr. Rosewell's comments. You know, it's common practice for the department, and all members of public accounts know this because we've seen this happen time and again, that the department, various departments, accept the Auditor General's recommendations and then fail to actually implement them in a timely manner. And I just want to remind Mr. Rosewell and all members of the committee that one of the reasons that we started these Auditor General report focused meetings is to use the Public Accounts Committee to press the departments to do better. And if that was our intent, here's an excellent opportunity for us to use this committee to push the department to do a better job than it has been doing, and we are failing to do it. And so, you know, it's a real shame that the people who wanted to hold these Auditor General focused meetings are now just walking away from delivering on the thing that they said that they wanted to do by holding these meetings in the first place. And so I urge Mr. Rosewell and all of the other members of the committee to consider this motion and vote in favor and show that the Public Accounts Committee can do something to improve the operation of the department.
Is there anybody else wanting to speak? Seeing none. So we will go to the question. All those in favor of this motion in room? All those opposed to the motion in room?
Oppose.
Opposed.
We'll go online. All those in favor of the motion online?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against the motion online?
Opposed.
Opposed.
Opposed. Opposed.
The motion is defeated. Do we have any other comments, discussion, or motions that member wish to move at this time?
Yes, I have a motion. It's Garth here.
Go ahead, Garth.
I move that the Standing Committee on Public Accounts conclude its review of the Auditor General's processes to assess and manage the condition of affordable housing report and make no recommendations and therefore no report to the Assembly.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on the motion?
It's, like I said, the Auditor General's report on affordable housing is comprehensive and clear with actionable recommendations, which the department is doing, and in a time that's acceptable to the Auditor General. So you know, the other part is, you know, the system. There was a media release that created a problem that and kind of abused what we had agreed to, which was to deliberate and make recommendations. And it was disappointing to see a media release go out in advance of our meeting. So I think, given that, we would just make no recommendations, and given that the Auditor General and the department seem to be on the same page, I think it's no need to report at this time.
I see Member Schmidt hand. Go ahead, Member Schmidt.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Well, you know, I take issue with Member Rosewell's characterization of our caucus's media release as the reason that we can't have the department report on this. That's wrong. I'm sorry that the member is surprised that politicians will engage in politics around the work that the government is doing. Regardless, the 2027 timeline should not be acceptable to anyone here on this committee. And you know, I just want to reflect on something that I heard from the members who came back from the Public Accounts Conference in Regina a few weeks ago. You know, they really strongly encouraged the former members of the House of Commons Public Accounts Committee warned against taking the department's word for it when they said that they would do something. And in fact, I heard that one of the former members said that the department officials refer to people like us on public accounts committees as the TIMPs. You know, that they just wait us out until membership on the committee invariably turns over and people forget about it and the department goes on its merry old way. Like I said, we have an opportunity to show that we are committed to making government work better, and we have the power to do that. And I don't think that members should just let us be pushed around by the department and just take their word for it that they're going to do what they're going to say that they're going to do. We need to hold them accountable, and I'm really disappointed that it seems like the government members are walking away from that responsibility.
Thank you, Member Schmidt. I saw you, Member Renault's hand.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. I just want to add on to what my colleague, Member Schmidt said. You know, I think we have another opportunity to introduce more accountability to an area that's incredibly important. We understand that housing is a crisis in Alberta, and we're just going back to same old, you know, no, we're not going to do it because you did something bad. I mean, that's sort of ridiculous. This is about accountability to the people of Alberta, and this is an incredible opportunity to push in a way to use the tools at our disposal to push for more accountability and get this work done properly. And it's unfortunate that the first opportunity that we have to be essentially nonpartisan is just thrown out the window. So it's really sad.
Is there anybody else wanting to speak? Seeing none, I'll call the question on this motion. All those in favor, enroll.
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed in the room? Go online. All those in favor joining us online.
Aye.
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 All those opposed?
Opposed.
No.
Opposed.
Motion is carried. Is there any other discussion on the report?
Have another motion? That the Standing Committee on...
Yes, Chair, Deputy Chair, before you, I saw Member Schmidt's hand.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. I do have another motion that I'd like to bring forward.
Member Schmidt. I think, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everybody understands that this is a motion that's independent of the decisions that the committee has already made. And so this motion that I'm moving is that the Standing Committee on Public Accounts recommend that the Ministry of Assisted Living and Social Services submit to the committee, that's the Public Accounts Committee, biannually a detailed implementation plan of all of the Auditor General's recommendations set out in the process to assist and manage the condition of affordable housing report related to that ministry until all of the recommendations have been implemented.
Thank you, Member Schmidt. Given the previous motion brought forward by Deputy Chair Emily Roswell, which states that committee makes no recommendation, this motion, your motion, will not be in order.
Mr. Chair, I really challenge your decision. I do believe that this motion is in order.
I think if you're challenging my decision, then there is a section in standing orders. The decision again will go to the majority of the committee, and I can put the question before the committee. That's the only question I'm supposed to ask according to the rules. That should the chair ruling stand. All those in favor in the room?
Aye.
Hey, did he make the,
We're voting on the chair's ruling.
oh,
That Schmidt's motion is out of
oh,
order.
I see, okay, aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed in the room? All those in favor joining us online?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed joining us online?
No.
I think chair's rulings stand. We're back on the report. Is there any other discussion on the report?
Yes, I have another motion. Move.
Go ahead, Emily Roswell.
Okay, thank you. Move that the Standing Committee on Public Accounts cancel the audit focus meeting schedule for November 18th, 2025.
So I understand it. Okay, go ahead, Emily Roswell. You can see the text of the motion.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, I just, I think what we've had here is, we were trying to do collaboration, and I go back to the disappointment of making media releases, prior to this meeting. The best place to do this is collaboration and a deliberation meeting. And so it was the audit focus meetings were to be a trial process to see how things do. And my concern is that given what we're experiencing here, that it's going to be just turned into a politicized event. So I just think until we can operate properly, we should just cancel this one and review it in the future.
Any other discussion on the motion? Emily Schmidt.
Yeah, I would ask Member Roswell to explain in detail exactly what he thinks went wrong and under what conditions would be necessary for the members of the government to decide to continue with this process.
Yeah.
Emily Roswell.
Okay. Yeah.
Emily Roswell, then Emily Roswell.
Yeah, I just, like we had a process and it was abused. Like the trust was broken, and I just feel that the consequences of that just make it difficult to go ahead and expect that this is going to work properly. So that's where it's at.
Emily, I don't know.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. That's unfortunate that we're continuing to play these political games. So clearly, there's been a change since the last meeting and this one. I don't know what the powers that be have decided they like or don't like, but this isn't about how members of this committee feel. This is about accountability to the people of Alberta, and housing is an important issue. And so this was about shedding some light on an area that is clearly in need of light as we heard from the Auditor General's office, this is absolutely ridiculous that we're playing politics like this. And that's all I have.
MLA Smith, you want to make further comments or?
Yeah, I do. Thank you. So just a reminder for everybody on the committee, the Auditor General focused report that we reviewed was related to public housing. The Auditor General flagged serious potential risks to the health and safety of the residents. So, you know, these are people whose landlord is the province of Alberta, and they face potential health and safety risks in housing that we are providing to them. And we want the department who has that responsibility to execute on their obligations to do better. And the members of the government are deciding not to do that because their feelings were hurt by a press release. And then the next meeting was supposed to be about childcare subsidies and whether or not those were going to the right places. We're in the middle of an affordability crisis, and we want to make sure that the department is upholding its obligations to make sure that people who need childcare can afford it. And the members of the government said, you know what? I didn't like that press release, and so we're going to stop doing that work. I urge the members of the government to put their hurt feelings aside and focus on what is really important, and that is protecting the health and safety of our tenants and delivering on affordability for the people of Alberta who need childcare. And, you know, if you want me to say sorry that I hurt your feelings so that we can get on to doing the work that's really important that this committee committed to doing, then I'm willing to do that. But to throw a temper tantrum like this and cancel the work of the committee just because some feathers were ruffled is way out of proportion. And, you know, you guys really need to keep perspective on what's important here.
Any other comments? I see Member Renault's hand, but I think that's from before.
You're correct.
Okay. Seeing no other discussion, I will put the question before the committee. All those in favor joining us in the room.
Aye.
Anyone opposed in the room? All those in favor joining us online.
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed joining us online?
Opposed.
No.
Opposed.
Motion is carried. Are there any other comments, discussion? Seeing none, I think members have completed their deliberation. I would invite Ms. Robert if she has any comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Given that the committee has passed a motion to not report to the Assembly, that's what I was going to talk about. So there's nothing that I need to say. Thanks.
Oh, I see. Okay. No. Thank you. And I think with that, we will move on to other business. Are there any other item for discussion under other business? Seeing none, the next meeting of the committee is scheduled for Tuesday, October 28, 2025, with the Ministry of Indigenous Relations. At this point, I will call for a motion to adjourn. Would a member move that the October 21st, 2025 meeting of the Standing Committee on Public Accounts be adjourned? All in favor?
Aye.
Member Schmidt, I saw your hand earlier.
Sorry, I thought you were asking for a motion to adjourn.
Okay, so it's moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Joining us online, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed in room? Online? Thank you. The meeting is adjourned.